Now that is world class. Look at that. Mince and Tatties in a giant Yorkshire pudding. Wow. Hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today we're doing Mince and Tatties. Mince and Tatties is a Scottish dish well known everywhere. You know, it's mashed potato, it's got carrots in, beef mince, onion, but we're going to pep it up a bit. We're going to take it up, we're knocking it up a level, we're going to turn it into a real good hearty meal. We're going to carry on with the normal mince, potatoes or tatties, carrots, we're going to do onion, we're going to throw in garlic. You don't have to, up to you. We're throwing garlic and we're going to add a bit of seasoning. Let's get on. In here I've already peeled and chopped my potatoes for mash. Nice and straightforward. In there, bit of salt, and we'll chuck it on behind me. It can boil away while we crack on at the front. There you go. Right, I've decided I'm upping it. We're going to put enough gravy in to put dumplings in. Okay, we're going to add dumplings to it, and we're also going to put it in a giant Yorkshire pudding. There you go. In here I have some milk. In here I have some eggs, a little pinch of salt, a little widget up, a little tad of water. Now people say, why do you put water in your Yorkshire pudding batter? I put water in Yorkshire pudding batter with the milk because the water evaporates fairly quickly, expanding, giving off the gases, not a gas, but it expands the vapour, which makes a crispier outside Yorkshire pudding. There you go. In there, self-raising flour. That'll do, chuck on one side. Next job for us, we're going to make up some dumplings. That's self-raising flour. That is suet. If you can't use suet, you're going to use butter. A little bit of salt. Now, you can herbify these by going in there with a little pinch of thyme. Now, I mix in by hand. Always. I want that fats in there with that flour, and I'm only using a small bowl, which is ridiculous for my hands, so just mix it in. Okay, straightforward. A little bit of water. We're going to go in with about 2 tablespoons to start off with. We're going to give that a mix in, and we might add another one. We want to bring in a nice soft dough. I mean, that's rubbish. Come on. Give me some more. So we want a nice soft dough. A little tad more. Now, all flours are different, so I'm not going to say chuck 5 tablespoons of water in or anything like that. Just work it out for yourself, eyeball it. We want some dough. That's coming together, lovely look. That's what we're after. Now, what you don't do with this stuff, you don't overwork it. Not that it really matters if you're just going to leave it on the side. It's going to relax anyway. And that's all we're going to do. Let's give us a nice dough there, look. It's not sticky as such, just a little bit. Okay. That is our dumpling dough. We're only going to make about 6 dumplings. One side. We'll keep the water just in case we need to add to our gravy mix. We want a good gravy mix in here. Okay, prep your veg. Couple of washed carrots, we got an onion, and I am doing garlic. Okay, garlic is up to you, it's optional. Right, onion, It's a straightforward chop on the onion. Chop it as big or as small as you like, any which way you like. Garlic. Want a little bit of a mashing, don't we? We're not going to chuck those whole cloves in there. Garlic on top of the onions, they're going to go in together. Carrots, make sure you've washed them. Trim off, or even make sure you've peeled them. Now you can chop any which way you want. We want some chunks of carrot in our dish. Carrots done. Now you can go small as you like, but I believe in you should see the veg. Okay, grab yourself a pan. Get you a little pan on, a little bit of oil in there. Put butter in if you want, up to you. Flame on. Cook any which way you want. You either start off with your carrots, throw your mince and onions in, or throw your mince in first, do your onions. But you know, I've got chunky carrots. They're in first. Now I've got rosemary salt, link on the channel if you want to make it. If not, use ordinary salt. But this gives it another dynamic flavour in there with those carrots. A little bit of cooking on there. We're not going to go too crazy because this is actually going to cook with the lid on for 20 minutes with the dumplings in. Now if you were doing mince and tatties, you wouldn't be doing that. You would be cooking it till the carrots are soft and the mince is cooked, and you would serve it up with your mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes today will be tatties cooked, drained, back on, moisture taken out of them, bit of milk, bit of butter, bit of seasoning, done. So let's just put a little bit of cooking on those carrots. And a little bit of a tinge on there now, look, lovely. A little bit longer. Fabulous. Your choice which way you want to go on this. Do you want to go mince and onions? Or do you want to go onions and mince? Up to you. I'm going to go onions and mince. Take out a little bit of rawness of the onions and the garlic. Now, because we're going to make a giant Yorkshire pudding, we've got the oven on. Oven on about 200 degrees, 220, something like that. In there with our mince, start to break it up and cook it down. Get it in there, come on. In there, a bit of seasoning, pepper. Now, I'm not putting any more salt in just yet. We can salt up afterwards because we've just put in rosemary salt. So let's just get that cooking off in there. In there, pinch of dry thyme. That's going to be our flavouring in there. We are going to do a little bit of tomato paste and some Worcester sauce to boost that flavour in there. Like I say, I just don't want to be eating plain mince and gravy. In there with about a tablespoon of Worcester sauce. Give that a little cooking in. We're going to go in there with about a heaped tablespoon of tomato puree. That's going to give us a little bit of depth in there. Stir it in nice and steady. Try and get it all mixed in there. Give it a little bit of cooking, and that's going to help take out that sourness of the tomato. There's a pan full of flavour. In there with our beef broth or stock cube. This is made with powder, gravy powder. And we might have to add a little bit more water because I want to cook those dumplings. So start that off in there. Now I've gone for double the amount of gravy. I've gone for nearly a litre of gravy in here because I want to cook the dumplings in here. If you were going to make mince and tatties, you would have this amount. 500 mils of gravy will do you for mince, onions, carrots and your mashed potatoes. So let that just have about 5 minutes cooking in there. Let the carrots start to soften up there with all that flavour. Mash up your potatoes how you normally do. A little bit of butter in there and a little bit of milk. Season, you know what you like. Put salt and pepper in, up to you. And mash. Get it in there, come on. Stick a lid on, keep warm, give that a stir. We don't want anything sticking on the bottom. So take the tins that you're going to use for your Yorkshire puddings. Don't put any oil in. Shove these in the oven to warm up. Okay, we put the oil in afterwards. Just chuck these in the oven. Let the pans warm up. The pans are cold. Our dough mix, our dumpling mix. We want about 6 or 8 dumplings. So we're going to go 6 dumplings thereabouts. Just take your dumpling and dump it in there. Right, take a lid and shove a lid on. That's it. They're going to steam up inside there. So we're just going to push that to one side because I want to work with the Yorkshire puds. Our batter mix has been sat on the side. A little one of those. Get some oil of choice, it doesn't matter what it is. And we want to be taking our tins out of there. And all we're going to do is splash a bit of oil in there. Just give it a twirly whirly. That warm up the oil in the bottom. Chuck in your pudding mix. About that much. About that much. Keep going. Throw that back in there. Keep an eye on it, but it should be about 20 minutes tops. Okay, puddings are done. Look at that. Nice pudding. Time to serve up, I reckon. Have a look in here. That's our dumplings, that's our mince. Let's get our tatties. Let's put it all together. Come on. Oh, on there. In there with some tatties. Straight in there. Now, make sure you get a good amount and push it up the sides. Come on. In there. I know you ain't seen nothing like this. In there. Come on. Our mince, our carrots. The normal mince and tatties with that gravy. In it goes. Let's stick on a couple of those dumplings. Oh, comfort food at best right there. Oh, look at that. Now that is world class. Look at that. Mince and tatties in a giant Yorkshire pudding. Wow. And come on, you know it's got to be done. We need to have that gravy and mince running over there. Oh, look at that. That is absolutely stunning. That is mince and tatties and dumplings in a giant Yorkshire pudding. This is a proper dinner. Dumplings. Oh, come on. Oh, herby dumplings. Nice and flavourful through there with that little bit of thyme. Look how soft, pillowy they are. We've still got a little bit of stodge. Fantastic. Our mince. Come on, let's get in here. Our carrots. Oh, carrots are still a little bit firm, perfect. That is absolutely sensational. Now this is just gonna flow out like a dam. Let's just come in here. Oh, look at there. Mashed potato, Yorkshire pudding. That is delicious. Oh man, that is absolutely fabulous. You've seen me happy loads of times on here, doing my little, oh, this is perfection. Mince and Tatties in a giant Yorkshire pudding. If you like what we're doing, share with your friends. Come on, this is worth a thumbs up. This elevates Mince and Tatties to a whole new level. If you like what we're doing, big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell. Catch you in the next video.